Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Days, the Minecraft series where we do technology, and last episode we made the refinery. And since last episode I've actually upgraded this thing. It's got tanks now, look at this. We got fluid tanks. I had to replace some of them because they just don't work right, like the dynamic tanks. So I had one here for petroleum, got rid of that. And the main reason I got rid of that thing is just because it doesn't work with the these pipes for some reason and was causing issues. Of course, I still have more oil to process. Oh, this is out. Anyway, because we have all this oil industry now, we can make like a lot of stuff. And one of the things we can make today is going to be like one of the most important things we could make. It's called a what is it? A transmutation device. One of these. So I do believe we're gonna make this today. The most complicated part is going to be dash compound plates as well as the overclocked circuits. But even the dash compound plates shouldn't be too bad. So what we're gonna need to do for those is we're just gonna have to get started making 8 of these. Okay, I have all of our old batteries here as well, because I made sure to get rid of these. These aren't really gonna do any good for us in the future. We're gonna be I've already replaced them, so no need to worry. Alright, now we need 12 steel plates, some high-speed steel, and, well, 24 titanium ingots, so... And, of course, before we can even get started on any of this, we need to make a template, so we need 2 templates today, actually. 3 of them. Overclocked circuit, as well as the, transmutation device are what we're making first. Oh yeah, I need 1 ingot of tungsten as well. I didn't even think about that. I will need one of these. Alright, so here's what we have to do first. We're gonna make the actual magnetized tungsten, which is this a tungsten ingot and a piece of shrubbidium that we found in a spaceship ages ago. Just been holding on to it ever since. Get that fueled up and going, and this 1 nugget will turn this into a piece of magnetized tungsten. Yeah, so I don't know how long we've had this thing, but up to this point, we've had it for so long. It's just been sitting in my backpack. And I knew I was going to need it when I saw it. I think we might have gotten it from one of the factories at, like, episode 5 or 6. I don't know. It was ages ago. We've had this thing for so long. So long. Does not work with bakelite? Okay, there we go. Got our dash plates. Now, I believe this thing requires steel plates as well as, advanced alloy plates, so we'll make both of those. Now it's time to make an overclocked circuit, which is going to require us to make hydrogen peroxide. Or basically rocket fuel. And once we have enough hydrogen peroxide, which I think we do, we're just going to shove it in a barrel. I mean, honestly... Oh, hey, there's something else I need to go do as well. But we'll save that for the future. I need to go put the Neptunium and convert it to plutonium. And thankfully, this really isn't expensive at all. It just requires bakelite and some polymer or bakelite circuit and lapis powder. Of course, we're gonna need to go circuit hunting. And that just requires 1. Oh, but it requires hydrogen peroxide. Ooh, okay, that's what I made the hydrogen for. Yeah, so our new batteries are these lithium-ion ones. I was gonna use the dash one, but for some reason it kept discharging all of its energy, and that was annoying, so I'm just using lithium-ion. Here's the template for the tanks, but we need to make a transmutation device, which also requires the magnetized tungsten. There we go. So we need to put on our 24 titanium, advanced alloy. I need 18 of those, hold on. Okay, got 18 of those. Oh, I also need the rubber. I forgot about the rubber. I'll go get that in a second. Okay, I got the rubber, but we're also going to need more things. Believe it or not, to actually run this thing, you need 2 more things to make, this is why I said I need to make 3 more things today. I mean, it's like, I want to make 1 thing, but I need like 10 other things to make that thing happen. So here we go, red coil capacitor. We need one of these, as well as a fuse, because you can't make a fuse without that. Which a fuse is just 2 steel plates, a glass pane, and some aluminum wire, so we can make that. And then we got 3 gold plates, 1 fuse, superconducting coil, and 2 blocks of redstone. So that should be pretty easy. We basically have all of the circuits and things we need on site, except for the glass panes. Wait, got the glass panes. Okay, so we're ready to get started on this. So all I have to do is shove the rubber in there. Oh, what does it need? 24 titanium, 18 advanced alloy, 12 plates. What am I missing? Oh, I need 2 more rubber bars? Well, I have 2 more, okay? I thought it said 6. I don't know why I'm getting my 8s and my 6s confused. This is a problem. Okay, here we go. Let's make a transmutation device. Been waiting so long to do this. Come on, make it now. I've been waiting so long. I mean, at least it doesn't take 30 seconds. I think there's one of these things that takes like 30 seconds. I think it's like the lithium-ion battery packs or whatever. Oh, here we go. We got a nuclear transmutation device. How wonderful. And what does one do with this? Well, you just shove it somewhere in your power grid, and then it hopefully works. But you'll notice that we're missing something. We're missing a red coil capacitor, or the euthenium capacitor. Either one works, which this one is significantly more expensive. You won't have this one till like the end game. Well, actually, I could have this pretty soon. And never mind. But let's get right to making that capacitor. So that's going to require a fuse, which can be made using 2 of these. And I also need to make 3 gold plates. So now time to just shove in the, what is it? Fuse. That's the one we need. And just that, and that, and fuse we should have. Well, apparently it's rejecting the glass pane. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I have it as a chiseled glass pane. Does it not like chiseled glass? Well, okay, I guess it has a problem with chiseled glass. Don't know why. So time for the most expensive part. This is more expensive than a gold-plated watch. We have to make the red coil capacitor here, which is made with 3 gold plates, so it's 3 times more expensive than a watch. It requires 4 superconductor and superconductance coils, which, of course, I have those. Superconductance coil? Or, okay. So 6 of those, right? Oh, here we go again. It's making more. I don't know why it's not showing me why it's animations. It's just, kind of strange. I don't know. Now, you're probably all wondering, why do I care about this machine? What can this machine do that is so interesting? Well, just let me make some uranium and I will show you all what this machine can do. It can do some incredible things. But first, let's process the uranium, so that way I don't waste anything. So, you may have seen one of the previous episodes where we made the reactor, and, well, I have actually automated the thing. So now its waste disposal will automatically do itself. And the important thing about the reactor is that this is the only, well, one of the few ways you can get technetium. Basically, it's free. Like, you just run uranium through it and you get technetium. The other way is expensive. It requires, and now this stuff is important. This is some important stuff. Because you can't make technetium steel without this, and, how can you make this? Well, I don't know. Here, radiation chamber, and this niobium is very, very rare. I don't think that's the case in the real world. I don't know, but yeah, this would be way more expensive than just turning our uranium into technetium, even if we're only getting like a nugget at a time. Okay, so I got the uranium now. It's ready to go, and this thing can only do 10 ingots at a time. But it makes a nice, funny noise. I love this thing so much. Now, you're probably wondering what it's going to do to the uranium, and it's going to do magic, and it's going to become a blue uranium. And then we turn the blue uranium into fun uranium. But I'll explain that part when we get there. Now, you'll notice this thing is draining our lithium-ion batteries very quickly. Yeah, this thing eats energy like it's absolutely nothing, so we need to run the reactor. Which, as you can see, I've started using more of these pipes. I love these pipes. They are amazing. They look amazing and also function amazing. 159% MOX fuel rods. Man, I completely forgot I did this, but like I flooded this thing with so many fuel rods that it just goes off the screen. Time to pump this thing up to 90%. Maybe I could push it to 100, I don't know. But yeah, I can just let it sit there and just run it forever, basically. You may hear, like, the sound of lightning bolts from the actual transmutation device. That means it's finished in ingot. Oh, there we go again. I didn't catch it this time. It takes a while for them to finish. Okay, so the device is still running, and now time to actually check on our yield, which is 7 ingots. I will wait for this to get down lower, but I guess I'll show you all what we do with these ingots. So basically, if you have an ore acidizer, which I don't, then you just shove these into there, and then shove your crystals into this. However, we're just going to shove the ingot into this since I don't feel like making the ore acidizer today. I don't really need it yet, and it's just not something I need. However, this is yielding plutonium and uranium nuggets, which is nice. But it's also yielding the amazing thing that we came here for, the strabidium, which is a fictional element. Now, what is this stuff good for? Well, it's good for a lot of things, and it's pretty much essential to the progression in this pack. Okay, so you can make it into tools and things, and that's basically a waste. I wouldn't do that if I were you. However, what it is good for is, well, you can make it into... Now, at the time of actually recording this video, I had no idea what we were going to use this stuff for, because... well, basically all I saw that we could use it for is for bombs, and I don't need any more bombs. Maybe later on we could use some more, but I don't need any right now. But I can tell you we will need more magnetized tungsten in the future, a lot more. This stuff is very important, so make sure to get one of these things, so that way you can make magnetized tungsten. Really need or want. Much rather it's something we don't want, because the only thing it's good for is bombs. Why did I make this thing? All it can make is stuff for bombs. You know, come to think about it, I should probably deplete some more lead-209 into bismuth-209. Not for any particular reason. It's not like I need it, it's just like I have it, so why not do it, because I may need it later on. Okay, anyway, once this thing is depleted, what you do is you take out this red coil capacitor and we're gonna go slap this on the ground somewhere, or maybe like in a tree. Or maybe we'll go visit some of our local friendly people who totally don't want to wage war with us constantly. Like these guys. Hello, fellas. Take a lightning bolt. Yeah, so whenever you slap this thing on the ground, basically what it does is it's releasing a charge. So it has 10 charges, and what I recommend doing is like making a concrete block that like floats in the air so you can just discharge this thing rapidly without fear of, you know, injuring yourself. But because we're not lame here and we're not gonna do things like that, we're just gonna weaponize this red coil capacitor and slap it on the ground in some random village somewhere. For example, this place that didn't get wiped out when I bombed everything. And my gosh, there is just a ton of guys here with their laser blaster bows. You know, I don't know why I was saying laser blasters. It's honestly just bow and arrows. These people aren't technologically advanced enough for that. You can also use this on Enderman, so if you want to just like zap an Enderman with this thing, you totally can do that. You can also cause forest fires with it too. Oh, you don't like spiders? Well, just slap it with one of these. It's also very effective for landscaping, as you can see here. Hi there, fella. Take this. It's also perfect for discharging it into creepers. Watch this. Prepare to become a charged creeper. Hold on, get a little closer. Now he's a charged creeper, which is something I don't really need. Anyway, if you all enjoyed today's episode, then please consider liking and subscribing. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, leave them down below. I'll see you all next time, and goodbye.